The past and present converge in the ancient city of Padova, where spring spread its vibrant tapestry over the historic University of Padova. With the first blush of dawn, the campuses transform. Different departments throughout the city take on a new look with colorful trees and flowers. Canteens filled with the heady aroma of fresh cuisine. From its serene Botanical Garden, where rare plants whisper secrets of distant lands, to the hushed reverence of the libraries, where centuries of knowledge awaits eager minds, spring decorates them all. In this season, the university, which spans the entire city, writes epic stories each day. Spring spirit makes youth unstoppable, glaring their energy and enthusiasm. Festivals ignite the air with laughter and song, celebrates this season. In this captivated time, the University of Padova stands majestic. So I roam around each day to experience these epic tales, like visiting the so-called Harry Potter-like museum of University of Padova, or meeting more than 100 companies in a single evening. Here, the spirit of knowledge and community gives a new definition, defining the very essence of spring at the University of Padua. Spring arrives with blooming cherry. In the road near my department, something is being built, and I can't help but feel curious. Each day, as I pass by, I wonder how it will shape up in the end. These days, psychology department has become my favorite place to hang out. Not just because of this pretty cherry blossom, nor because it is called the citadel of students, but also for the library of Fabio Metelli. Located in the 5th floor, it is a 2-staired library. I usually come here to use the computers to study, as it goes well with my flow. But the view outside and the peaceful environment are truly special. Hours pass by here in minutes. So it is one of my favorite libraries in the university. Outside of the library, there is a fundraising campaign going on today for our university cat. Teachers have provided different stuff from the storage room, especially books. Students can donate any amount and can choose anything from the collection. As always, I chose a book. With rain, the look of this department changes. But even then, I couldn't have imagined what spring had in store for me here in the upcoming month. Opposite of the psychology department is my department, the industrial engineering department. Spring brings a calmness to this place. A gentle breeze sweeps through the campus, carrying flowers from the branches of the trees to the ground, where they look like a million stars carefully planted into the earth. At this time, I just love to sit here and observe the beauty. But today, an open day event is going on here. Hundreds of potential students has come to get a glimpse of their future academic life. The line of students is getting longer, and it reminds me how exactly 1 year prior, I was one of those students back of the line. Feels like a never-ending cycle. Excitement in the air gets observed by these buildings, as it witnesses the cycle of student life year after year. On the other side of the wall, this road leads to Portello. Walking there, I love this poster board. Soon, it will be full of jasmine flowers. On the right side of the road is the bank of Canal Piovego. Students are often seen sitting here, watching the canal flow further and the flowers falling from the trees, or just bathing in sun while looking at their beautiful campus across the canal. Sometimes, even on cloudy days, the sun smiles at Portello. But my favorite time in Portello is the evening. Sometimes, two swans come here swimming. Their white feathers creates ripple through the water, a wave of tranquility perhaps. They float around as mythical creatures descended from heaven. Or maybe it's Zeus in disguise, looking for Queen Leda. We may never know. From this side of the canal, I can see part of physics department. The road I take to get there is lined with colorful trees. Opposite of the pharmaceutical department, this is the physics department, rightfully named after Galileo Galilei. I usually come here for the library. I don't know what it is, but something speaks physics here. But today, I have my first physics lab class of the semester. After the professor explains every task to us, we got to work. Measuring parameters while sitting in weird positions was fun. And we finished everything on time. After finishing lab, now it's lunchtime. Today I have come to our Belzoni Canteen. This canteen is attached to the Belzoni Dome. In between grass, the small white flower completely changes the look. Speaks about spring anyone who passes. From this glass dome, the beautiful entrance of the canteen is visible. It's even more beautiful from inside. Normal days, even in this space, gets filled with waiting students. And with these lights on it, the place has its own soul. But today, the line isn't that long. With plentiful natural light, this canteen has only one counter. It is respectably smaller than our other canteens, but stand out for its always available ice cream. Some of my friends comes here only for ice cream. The Belzoni Canteen, with its gentle atmosphere and charming lights, is a peaceful, inviting place. On the other hand, my favorite canteen is Murialdo. In spring, it is decorated with yellow flowers, adding a vibrant touch to the atmosphere. At the entrance, previews of the day's dishes greet you, hinting at the delicious meals to come. Murialdo offers a proper home vibe. The staff here are super friendly, interacting with students at every 20 to 30 minutes. Makes one feel at home. The seating arrangements have an old school charm, and the food is the best I have tasted in university canteens. The spice table offers unlimited serving, and the drink section is full of options. Among these, the blueberry drink stands out as my favorite. The seating stretches outside, creating a family picnic lunch vibe. To the side, there is a proper dessert cart serving fruits, cakes, coffee, and more. Whenever I am not in a hurry, I always come here for a wholesome, relaxing experience. Portello seems like a center point of university institutions in this area. Standing on the bridge, one can see different departments from both sides. At the end of the stairs, where flowers dance with the tune of wind, I can see the geology department. Here, the canvas of spring gets painted slowly. Soon, it gets covered with green and white color. Soon after, color yellow gets splashed, and the picture is completed. Inside this building is the geology library. It's a gorgeous library decorated with many crystals. But this antique typewriter setup is the most intriguing for me. Unknown to me that time that I would soon have a different kind of connection to this place, which in a heavy rainy day will bring me here at the Office of Digital Learning and Multimedia of University of Padova. But it's too soon to talk about it. Back to Portello, from that space near the geology department, I can also see the Department of Information Engineering. Up front, it looks like a typical old engineering building, but inside it's quite modern. Entering through the last entrance, this study room comes into the view first. I quite like the vibe of this place. Watching different seasons unfold through the window was a unique experience, especially rain, or as an engineering student, one can just write their intrusive thoughts over here. Spoiler alert, we didn't. One floor above this study room is the library of Giovanni Someda. It has a quiet breathing space which makes me more relaxed. In between this building is the open place. Students relax here after classes. Among those students was a girl who was few weeks away from her graduation, but tragically was killed by her loved one. That girl was Giulia Cecchettin. After her body was found, the university partially suspended classes, and thousands of mourning students gathered in this very place. Her friends and family spoke in front of us, sharing their grief and memories. A friend of Giulia recited a poem by Cristina Torres. The last two verses were especially heartbreaking. Se domani sono io, se domani non torno mamma, distruggi tutto. Se domani tocca a me, voglio essere la ultima. If tomorrow it's me, if tomorrow I don't return, destroy everything, Mom. If tomorrow it's my turn, I want to be the last. At the end, her friend called for something different. Enough of these 1-minute silences. Instead, she asked us to make 1 minute of noise for Giulia, and we did. Thousands of students pulled out anything they had in their pockets and made noise. Noise that echoed everywhere, ensuring every woman could hear that she was not alone. On a rainy day, Giulia Cecchettin's funeral was held in the church of Santa Giustina. Classes were suspended, and thousands of people gathered in front of Prato della Valle to attend the funeral. The grief-stricken faces of her family are something I will never forget. As we stood there, united in sorrow, one thing was clear. We must ensure that nothing like this ever happens again. Let's make this world safe for everyone. Back where we made noise, a red bench stands as a tribute to the all victims. Still after 7 months, a poster still hovers nearby, dedicated to Giulia and the others. Fresh flowers are placed here regularly, a reminder that they are not forgotten. This red bench is not the only one. It is a part of a large gesture by the University of Padova. Every campus has its own red bench, each one a symbol of remembrance and solidarity. Giulia, though no longer with us, achieved what she set out to do. On 2nd February 2024, Giulia graduated. Her family received her graduation certificate for her behalf, a bittersweet moment of pride and sorrow. In this way, Giulia lives on. Her memory is forever etched in our hearts, and her spirit continues to inspire. Away from university crowd, this is a special place for me to enjoy spring and many other seasons. The gentle flow of the canal washes away my stress. As wind dances with the branches, fairyland becomes a reality. However, this is not the only fairyland on campus. University of Padova has the world's first botanical garden. From need for more medical plant, it was created in 1545. The garden has stood the test of time. After nearly 500 years, its main structure remains largely unchanged. In 1997, it was inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List as a cultural property, recognized for its contributions to many modern scientific disciplines, particularly botany, medicine, chemistry, ecology, and pharmacy. The beauty of this place is beyond words, and to attempt to describe it fully in this brief moment would not do it justice. So I won't attempt that today. Looking at these flowers, I felt like one thing was missing: butterflies, which I found near our Piovego canteen. The space outside is full of spring flowers. where butterflies dance amid sweet fragrance in the air. Inside, the atmosphere is just as lively. Whenever someone's birthday is announced, the whole hall erupts in cheers and applause. Today, the menu is different, matching a marathon that's going on in the city. During this season, my favorite spot is outside, enjoying a pizza. Sitting in these wooden benches, watching these white railings, surrounded by fluttering butterflies, I feel transported away from everything. It's a simple pleasure, yet it feels like a slice of paradise. The entrance of the canteen is now full of jasmine flowers. This reminds me of this place at psychology department. Spring has completed its transformation here. Opposite the building is a sitting area covered in jasmine. It's one of the most beautiful spots on campus. The sweet scent of the flowers and the natural sunshade create a cozy environment. In this breezy air, I could sit here all day. The economics department is also near, full of flowers. I use this building as an observation deck. The math department is visible from here, which is decorated even more now. Between these two departments, at this open space, shadows dance with light. At different time of the day, it looks different and beautiful than before. From my observation deck, I can also see the road that leads to my department. Around the city, the bars have opened stalls together and named this arrangement Naviglio. In the morning, students sit around, studying or chatting. As the afternoon approaches, the stalls open and this place transforms into a festival stage. During the Euro Cup matches, everyone gathers to enjoy the games, regardless of which team they support. Even a little dog joins the excitement. Between Spain and Germany, I wonder which team he was supporting that day. The vibe of this place is entirely different from any other typical university festival, and I love it. It's a unique blend of community and celebration that brings a special energy to this place. Now I am going toward the center of Padova, to the Palazzo Bo and Beato Pelligrino to be precise. On the way, I pass the statistics department. Different seasons pass by here with different looks. So I come to observe seasons here. Now I am in the center of Padova. In the spring, the center is filled with colorful flowers. Each corner of the center is decorated. These trees, which looks like this in December, are now covered with delicate white leaves, a testament to the renewal of life. In the night, they look even more beautiful. Walking a little ahead of this spot, the city is showcasing an exhibition of an international architecture competition. 33 countries have participated in this competition and an international jury has selected the winners. It took me by surprise when I saw the name of the company where I had done the first internship of my life. It was a proud moment. From here, Palazzo Bo is in view. Hundreds of years of history is hidden inside this historical seat of University of Padova. One such story begins at this entrance of Palazzo Bo, known as the Hero's Entrance. This door is made of bronze in 1922 and bears the name of the students who died in the First World War. A little inside, in the wall are written the name of the student who sacrificed their life for the liberation of Italy, and below this name is an inscription speaking about the University of Padova's gold medal of military valor. During World War II, University of Padova was the first university to create resistance against Hitler, against fascist regimes. From its contribution in the war, is the only university which was awarded the gold medal of military valor. This prestigious honor acknowledges the bravery and sacrifices made by the institution and its members during a very dark period in history. Even after almost 100 years, resistance still burns high in the university against injustice for humanity. So let the world be without war. Let there be peace. Near the staircase which leads to our rector office can be found a statue dedicated to the partisan commander Palazzo Canteen, a graduate of University of Padova, decorated with gold medal for his contribution to the resistance. The statue portrays Palinurus, an Aeneas's helmsman, who died within the sight of the Italian coastline after the painful journey back from Troy. Like Byzantine, killed at the end of the war when there was already a glimmer of final liberation of Italy, for which he fought and died. In this historic seat of learning, the memory of those who fought and died for freedom lives on, inspiring future generations to uphold the values of bravery, resistance, and peace. Like our generation, as I was writing down my thoughts, protests are erupting in my country, in Bangladesh. Students are demanding one of the basic things they need: equal opportunity. Right now, 56% of government jobs are reserved, leaving only 44% open to the general public. So students have taken to the streets, where up to this point, officially more than 200 students have been killed, including a 9th grade student from my city. Witnessing these injustices breaks my heart. If only I could stand with them right now, shoulder to shoulder against injustice. Will this regret ever go away? End of this courtyard, on the ground floor is a museum, which when I first discovered, made me think about the wizarding world, the world of Harry Potter. So I call it that, the Harry Potter-like museum. The museum holds over 350 historical objects, including clothes, feluccae, and documents. Each piece offers visitors the opportunity to interpret the main theme of the museum, Patavina Libertas, and how this sense of freedom continues to be enjoyed over the centuries by its students. I am especially interested in these hats named felucca. Ancient times, freshmen were given hats according to their faculty. It feels like sorting them into different houses, like Harry Potter. And my department's color is my favorite color, black. So I really wished this tradition to continue. But someday, I would love to wear one of these and feel the old era of my university. Another place which transports me to the past is this courtyard in Beato, Pelligrino. Sunbathing while enjoying solitude washes down one's soul here. I first come here for an Erasmus event, where different universities from different countries presented themselves with why we should go to their country as an Erasmus student. It was a fun event, full of games and different people. Now, spring is on its way back. As the season is coming to its end, fallen leaves show their gratitude to the season. Near this courtyard is the library of Beato Pelligrino, which is one of the most modern and beautiful library of Unipitti. From the study tables, one can see the nature, and from outside, it looks even more beautiful. Now, I am in the Fiera di Padova. I usually come here for our computer lab classes, or just to play my videos on the big screen. But today, at Pavilion 11, something interesting is happening. It's Career Day. The university has hosted more than 100 companies offering job opportunities for students. As a first-year student, I'm only browsing through, getting to know the companies. But first, I have to get my CV checked. The university is providing free consulants for this. And after that, I roamed around. It was really interesting. Some companies bought their products, like Prix supermarket chain bought apples, and Morato brought gluten-free bread, which got finished by the end. Even I received lots of gifts from different companies as they accepted my CV. It was really a productive evening. Now I am back at Portello. Different promotion events keep happening here. Today, a focacceria got its 25 years completed. So they are giving away free foods and drinks to celebrate their magical years with us. But Portello doesn't only celebrate this. With many different events, here, spring gets its farewell. Like this event named Sagra of Portello. The invitation of this Sagra floats in the bridge of Portello, where a haiku poem exhibition is going on the entrance of Portello. The poems are in Venetian dialect, so the Italian translation is written on the side. Crossing this entrance, one enters the main festival. Normal Portello gets decorated in a night, and stalls get set for the festival. Many local associations have opened their stall this time. Food stalls are back of the event, and in front is a stage for music performance. As the night comes, the place becomes lively. Musicians sing songs and people dance with them. Even these little kids are having the best time. With them dances the shadows on the entrance of Portello. Musicians are playing Italian version of Happy Together. And not surprisingly, it's catchy even in Italian. In these nights, the community gets together, celebrates different festivals. People roam around, drawn in music and food. This reminds me Venice, where thousands of people were celebrating Carnival together. So watch this video, or watch my other videos about Italian universities.